Hi, my name is Ryan Tompkins, and today we're going to talk about data visualization. Data visualization is a graphical presentation of information or data that is designed to communicate insights, relationships, and patterns out of the information. When applied correctly, it makes it meaningful for the presenter and audience to some end. In this discussion, we will discuss the origins of data visualization, some of the types of data visualizations in use today, data visualization tools utilized by librarians and others, the importance of accuracy in presentation in data visualization, ethical considerations in the realm, and data visualization best practices, as well as opportunities for growth within the discipline. William Playfair of Scotland is credited with the first data visualization in the 18th century. He's the first person to utilize the bar chart, pie chart, line chart, and area chart. This chart's an example of one of his early charts, and it shows European revenues by nation and order of magnitude. This image is of an early bar chart showing the relative importance of Scotland's trading partners. It shows exports and imports of Scotland to and from different places for 1 year from Christmas 1780 to 1781. This image is of Playfair's chart of imports and exports to and from Denmark and Norway, typically credited as the first use of a chart in lieu of a table. Data visualizations are used by data analysts and scientists to explore data, business analysts and business intelligence professionals, researchers and academics, journalists, marketers, financial analysts, healthcare professionals, geospatial analysts, social media analysts, user experience and user interface designers, government agencies, librarians, educational institutions, and environmental scientists, just to name a few. Librarians use data visualization in various ways to make sense of information, communicate insights, and enhance user experience with respect to user statistics, their collection analysis, patron behavior and preferences, information literacy instruction, data journalism and visualization projects, digital humanities projects, research support, library outreach and advocacy, accessibility and user experience, and social media and communication efforts. The main reasons for these organizations to adopt data visualization are to improve understanding, enable the exploration of data, identify patterns and relationships, and effectively communicate information to others. Visualizations can help make complex data more understandable and accessible, which is beneficial for both the organizations themselves and the people they serve. Looking at some of the types of data visualizations, here we see a bar chart. They're one of the most straightforward and commonly used visualizations in libraries. They display data using rectangular bars where the length of each bar represents the magnitude of the data. They're ideal for comparing discrete categories or values. This slide shows a line chart. They display data points connected by lines, illustrating trends and changes over time. Libraries often use line charts to show the circulation of books, attendance patterns, or changes in resource usage over the years. Pie charts represent data as slices of a circle, with each slice showing the proportion of the whole that corresponds to a particular category. They are useful for displaying the distribution of different items within a data set. Scatter plots display individual data points on a two-dimensional graph. They're effective in showing relationships between two variables and identifying patterns or outliers. This is another example of a bubble chart. This is another version of a bar chart where the bars are structured in columns. This is a radar chart. This is a data visualization gauge. In sum, these are just a few examples of the different types of data visualizations that are out there and available for use. One of the main questions you want to ask when you're picking which type of data visualization that you want to use is, What do I want to communicate, and which type of data visualization best helps me achieve that goal so that I can convey the right insights to my audience? Next, we're going to talk about some data visualization tools available for use by librarians. Tableau is a robust data visualization tool that makes it easy to create interactive, visually engaging displays. Libraries can use it to present usage statistics, demographic data, and more in a user-friendly manner. Live Insight is a platform designed specifically for libraries, allowing them to collect, analyze, and visualize data related to library use, such as circulation, reference transactions, and events attendance. Other examples include Power BI, Google Data Studio, D3.js, Infogram, Plotly, Raw Graphs, Flourish, and Canva. Accuracy in data visualization is tremendously important. Depending upon what we search for online, we all know that there are sources out there that intentionally and unintentionally provide misleading information. Furthermore, what's true today may not be true tomorrow. If your information is inaccurate, it will inevitably lead to the wrong insights and conclusions. So it's very important for any person performing research to take steps to ensure that the information that they're obtaining and using is accurate. Some negative consequences that can result from the use of inaccurate information includes just general misleading of the audience in terms of their decision making and their consumption of the information, loss in trust from that audience. Depending on who's interested in the information, you can lose funding or support. An inaccurate public perception can be spread. We all know how fast information can be spread in an internet age where anything put out online can go viral in an instant. So it's just very important that any person performing research maintains accuracy in data visualization. Librarians and data analysts should thoroughly review data, perform quality checks, and validate the results before presenting visualizations to the public. In terms of presentation, your data should be simple, it should be clear, and it should be easy to understand for the audience. You want to provide context and explanations for the data displayed in your visualizations. You want to use clear and concise data labels and annotations to help viewers understand the significance of the data points and trends. So if you're discussing an increase in the use of ebooks in 2000 and 2021, it will be important to discuss the pandemic's necessary impact on that result, both in your thinking and towards your audience, in order to convey the right insight as you think about it moving forward. You want to choose the most appropriate type of data visualization for your data and message. There are ethical considerations to consider, which we'll get into more detail shortly. This particular figure is an infographic created with Canva that provides an overview of students' attitudes and actions related to the rising cost of textbooks. It appears visually pleasing. The numbers that are bolded, such as 1,930%, jump out, showing the increase in cost of textbooks from 1987 to 2000. So it effectively conveys the right message that the person who created it is trying to convey. A picture's worth 1,000 words if you can comprehend it. The right presentation helps the audience do just that. This slide illustrates the importance of presentation. What you're looking at is two bar charts that both show the same information. And as you can see, the way that the information is structured and presented, visually it conveys two different messages. So you want to think about that when you're not only choosing the type of data visualization to use, but also how you present it to your audience to convey the right message. Ethical issues surrounding data visualizations are largely modified versions of old ethical and social problems. They typically surround misinformation and disinformation. You can see an example of that in the slide here. Data privacy and confidentiality, digital divide in terms of the gap between those who have access to digital technologies and those who don't, intellectual property rights, freedom of expression, algorithmic biases, digital preservation of data, cybersecurity, open access and open science, the ethical use of artificial intelligence, and digital literacy and information fluency. There are a lot of things that librarians and all folks who use data visualizations have to consider so that they can use them in a responsible way. When using data visualization, librarians should consider the following best practices. Tailor your data visualizations to match the level of understanding and familiarity with data analysis. Select the appropriate type of data visualization that effectively communicates the message. Avoid clutter and unnecessary complexity. Double-check the accuracy of the data before creating the visualizations. Include clear and concise data labels and annotations to provide context and explanations. Provide interactivity when possible. Ensure that your data visualizations are accessible to all users, including those with visual impairments. Before finalizing a data visualization, test it with a sample audience to gather feedback and identify areas for improvement. Visualizations should serve a purpose and help convey information that aligns with the library's mission. Educate users about the significance of data visualization and data literacy. Keep abreast of the latest data visualization tools and software, and collaborate with experts as needed in areas where you lack expertise. Data visualization and libraries offer several exciting opportunities for growth. Here are some areas to consider. Interactive visualizations. As technology continues to evolve, developing more interactive and user-friendly visualizations can enhance the user experience and engagement. Geospatial visualization, augmented reality and virtual reality that can provide immersive data visualization experiences. Libraries can use data visualization to tell compelling stories. Data visualization can be integrated into digital scholarship projects, research publications, and institutional repositories, allowing researchers to present their findings more effectively. Data journalism collaboration, usability and accessibility, data dashboards and analytics, data literacy initiatives, integration with open data initiatives, data visualization for preservation and conservation. Some of the challenges that librarians and other folks who use data visualizations deal with on an ongoing basis include data literacy, the quality of data and its availability, time and resource constraints, interpretability and misinterpretation of the data, keeping up with rapid technology changes, and then just the notion of ensuring that you're considering privacy and ethical considerations. Here are some data visualization resources that are available if you'd like to learn more on the subject.